What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave so that you can become a part of my YouTube family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me once again. So before we get into this video, I'd just like to state that this is not my everyday morning routine, but rather my ideal morning routine, meaning that this is the routine I do if I manage to wake up early enough and when I don't have morning classes to attend. I also don't do all of the activities every day. Sometimes I do all of them and sometimes I do a few, but I just wanted to include all of the activities that I could possibly be doing on any given morning, just in case there are some you'd like to incorporate into your own routine. Now that that's out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So before I wake up for real, I like to spend a few extra minutes in bed visualizing my dream life, because just as you're waking up and when you're about to sleep is said to be the most powerful time to visualize. Once I'm actually up, the first thing I like to do is make my bed. This just lets my brain know that it's time to start the day and there's no going back. Plus, it means that the first task for the day is already completed, and this feeling of accomplishment is what will help me continue being productive for the rest of the morning. Next is a visit to the ladies' room, and after that, I like to go back to my room and focus on my vision board for a few minutes. There's a quote that says, "Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality." So staring at my vision board makes me really excited and gives me motivation for the rest of the day. Now that I'm feeling excited and ready to take on the day, it's time to nourish my body. I usually start my mornings with a warm beverage, which can be anything from coffee to green tea, but lately I've been starting my mornings with a mixture of apple cider vinegar and some lemon. I like to mix in 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, some warm water, and about 2 slices of lemon. With my morning beverage in hand, it's time for some light reading. For anyone interested in getting into self-help books, here are 3 books I would suggest. The first one is Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. This is a great self-help book to start with because it's straight to the point and doesn't introduce any complex concepts. It's also a nice light read because the chapters are short and sweet and to the point. The next one I'd suggest is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, and as the title suggests, you really will feel like a badass after reading it. It's such an empowering read and really makes you feel like you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Plus, it's written with a humorous tone, so it's not boring to read. It feels like you're getting advice from a friend. Lastly, I'd suggest The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. This book is full of so much wisdom that you might read it slowly just to be able to take everything in. It's definitely a book for the soul. What I loved the most about this one is that it had practical ways to implement the knowledge you learned after each chapter. So there's no wondering how you can apply it in your own life because they tell you. After reading, I like to watch something that will add value to my life, so this can be anything from an interview with someone I admire to a video on how to grow on YouTube. My go-to person is usually Lavender on YouTube because she has a lot of amazing content on personal growth and development. These videos really help me get fired up, knowing that if someone else has managed to achieve what I'm striving for, then I can definitely do it too. They serve as evidence for my limiting beliefs that it is possible and that it can be done. To get the bitter taste of apple cider vinegar out of my mouth, I'm now off to brush my teeth. While I brush my teeth, I like to repeat positive affirmations in my head, and I usually repeat the ones that are also up in my cupboard for the purpose of repetition. So as I'm brushing my teeth, I'll be repeating positive phrases like, I am successful, my YouTube channel is doing really well, I make a living doing what I love and enjoy, I am blessed to be a blessing, and so on and so forth. Also, don't forget to smile in the mornings. Not only does smiling release happy hormones, but it's really hard to think negative thoughts while you're smiling. You should try it and see for yourself. I like to channel all of this positive energy into journaling, specifically scripting. Because a huge part of scripting effectively is about using emotion while you write, this is the best time to do it. It's important to write in the present tense as if it's already happening or has already happened, so I usually start all my entries with I'm so happy and grateful now that. Sometimes I script in my room, and sometimes I like to do it while sitting outside because of the beautiful and calming view. Something I've recently started adding to my scripting is including images with each entry. This makes reading the entries back much more exciting and believable. It's like a scrapbook of my dream life and yet another way to visualize. Since we all know how powerful visualizing is, I really try to incorporate it as often as I can. The amount of pages I write largely depends on my mood, but it varies from about 1 to 3. The next activity is something I recently added to my morning routine. I've always wanted to learn a new language, particularly French, because I find the language so beautiful. I've always been so on and off with learning it, so I thought what better time to get back into it than right now. The app that I use to do this is called Duolingo, and I love it because it makes learning fun and interactive. Since we've spent most of the morning stimulating our mind and spirit, it's now time to engage our bodies. Right before I go and bath, I like to engage in some light exercises. I've committed myself to some fitness 30-day challenges because these challenges are low maintenance and can take less than 10 minutes. Straight after exercising, it's time to bath and start the day. Feeling fresh, energized, and happy. We've successfully completed a positive morning routine for productivity and manifestation by engaging in healthy habits for the mind, body, and soul. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and will consider implementing some of the habits I shared in this video in your own morning routines. Let me know in the comments down below what your morning routine consists of or what you'd like to incorporate going forward. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.